Hey everyone, I'm Niall,
I'm Nikki.
and we are really excited to bring you season 5 of Building Our Bundle.
Building Our Bundle is a spiritual and mental health program that's been designed to help Indigenous young people connect with their traditions and ways of life that enable us to pick up the lessons and teachings that we're meant to carry with us. Just like in a traditional bundle, you might hold sacred objects and teachings that help you along your journey. This program is really intended to give you skills and understandings and to be able to connect with yourself in a way that allows you to build that bundle. This season, we are taking a different approach. We're going to be doing asynchronous sessions, meaning that you'll just have to catch us on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, where we'll be posting content every Monday. We'll be doing some of the similar content that you've seen from us in the past, so really trying to blend that traditional Anishinaabe teachings with some of those mental health skills and practices that you can put into your bundle to help with your wellness journey. This season, you'll get some content from us each week that is intended for you to connect with the first family, so all of creation around us. We'll talk a little bit about that in a second, but I just wanted to give you a heads up on what you can expect for this season. Each episode, you can expect that we'll provide a bit of a teaching, a skill for you to practice on your own time, an activity to get you to practice that skill, and a different challenge.
So this week, week 1, we're talking about connecting with our first family, and what does connecting with our first family even mean? What is a first family? In Anishinaabe, Mowin, the way I was taught from the way I learned it from my teachers is we have a word, we say Dia Mukanak. And Dia Mukanak is our first family. And first family to me is everything in creation. It's not just my brothers or my sisters or my mother and my father. First family to me is the poplar tree. First family to me are the insects. First family to me are the rocks. So that's kind of the concept of what we're talking about when I'm thinking, what does it mean to connect to that first family? Connecting to the air, connecting to the wind, connecting to the stars, and connecting to the broader cosmos.
So in keeping with the theme of connecting with the first family, we wanted to provide you with a skill that you could practice anywhere at any time and anyone can do it. And that is breathwork. So breathwork, if you're not familiar, is a real practice that is rooted in connecting with our breath, connecting with our physical bodies, and bringing our attention away from the mind and into the other aspects of the self. Why this is so important is because so much of our day-to-day life is really framed by the mind. The mind, is like a computer. It enables us to think about the past and the future in a way to keep us safe. It's always on alert, trying to keep us, in line and away from potential dangers. The problem is that our mind is really good at doing this, and it's really good at convincing us that trouble is nearby or that we should be on alert all the time. And when we are so focused on the mind, we live inside the mind, we start to identify with the mind as though that's who we are. And we can really start to fall into these patterns of anxiety or depression and not really fully ever be in the present. In the present, that's where our spirit lives. Our spirit knows all of the times. It doesn't concern itself with the future. It doesn't concern itself with the past. It just is. It just is present. It's always there. And so in order for us to build our bundle, in order for us to be connected with our spirit, sometimes we need to get out of the mind. And so we're going to be doing a guided practice today that enables you to do that a little bit, try to get outside the mind, connect with your breath, and connect with that initial breath of creation that brought our existence into being. After the practice, we'll have a bit of a reflection activity to get you to think more intentionally about what connection means to you and how you want to build it throughout this program.
For this practice, find a place to sit or lay in a way that feels comfortable. Try to minimize whatever distractions may be around you, so that we can bring our full awareness to what we are doing now. You may want to close your eyes to be able to focus on the practice. You will likely find your attention being pulled away at certain points, and that's okay. Just notice your mind drifting and then bring your awareness back to the present. When you're comfortable, take a few deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Try to bring your full attention to the breath. What does it feel like as your body expands and contracts? What does the air feel like as it enters through your nostrils and exits past your lips? As you breathe, I invite you to try to let go of any tension you might be holding in your jaw, or face, or neck. Try to surrender to the breath and allow it to move through you in a natural and nourishing way. Let your breath be the center of your attention just for these few moments. Let's see now if we can connect our breath to the breath of creation. As you breathe deeply and presently, imagine that your body is surrounded by a bright light, the light of pure spiritual energy, the energy that went into the creation of the universe. With each breath, you bring that light inside of you. It starts slowly, with the light coming through your nose and down your throat and chest, eventually filling your entire body. Feel this light inside of you. It is warm and safe and familiar. This light meets the light that already exists within you, your spirit, and expands like a river coming to meet the ocean. As you breathe in this beautiful light, you begin to be so filled with light that it is nearly impossible to differentiate yourself from the light. You become the light. This light is the spirit of everything in creation, the same spirit that already exists within you, within each person, animal, plant, and star, since time immemorial. See if you can breathe into this feeling of connection. Surrender to the feeling. Trust your spirit to keep you safe. And let your spirit guide you, connecting with the other light forces around you. Maybe it guides you to a particular place where your energy feels nourished, or brings you to visit with an ancestor with whom you share an energetic connection. Invite your light to move like waves through the rocks and waters and trees around you. Let the light travel to wherever it needs to go. Know that it is infinite. You will never run out. When you are ready, take a few more deep breaths, sighing out on the exhale. With each inhale, continue to bring in the light, and with each exhale, bringing your attention to the physical body. Allow the light to slowly gather at your heart, becoming smaller in surface, but more and more potent and condensed. The light sits in a circle within you as an ember, waiting for the breath of life to rekindle it into a roaring flame. Know that you can return to this state whenever you like. Still breathing and relaxed, bring some attention to the room or place you are physically in. You can wiggle your fingers, roll your shoulders, and open your eyes.
So now that we've had the opportunity to practice breathwork, I want to invite you to reflect on the following questions. So what does connection feel like to you? Maybe you feel it in a particular place in your body or in a different aspect of yourself. What does it feel like? What does it look like? Where do you feel your connection being the most strong? So is it in a particular place, in a particular state of being, with particular people? What connections do you wish to strengthen or foster? Maybe you want to, strengthen a relationship with someone in your life, or strengthen your relationship to your ancestors or to your helpers. What intentions do you want to set today to nurture your connections with the first family?
This week's challenge is take a photo to somewhere in creation that you feel most connected. Take that picture and send it to us via Instagram or one of our many social medias for your chance to win a Finding Our Power Together t-shirt.
Me and Gretch, thanks for joining us for our first episode of Building Our Bundle, Season 5. Join us next week where we'll be talking about listening with shorelines. Bamampi Guabnaman.
Bamampi Guabnaman.